Okay, so I'm going to teach about the way of death. This is what the church fathers have to say from a book I have called Early Church Fathers Collection. Word on Fire Classics. Okay, so this is what they say. On the other hand, this is the way of death. First of all, it is evil and full of cursings, murders, adulteries, evil desires, fornications, thefts, idolatries, magical practices, sorceries, robberies, false witnessings, hypocrisies, double-mindedness, guile, pride, malice, arrogance, covetousness, filthy talk, envy, insolence, haughtiness, boastfulness, the lack of the fear of God. Those who walk the way of death persecute good people, hate the truth, love lies, do not acknowledge any reward of justice, do not follow goodness or just judgment, and are vigilant not for good but for evil, for whom meekness and patience are far removed, who love vanities, pursuing gain, without pity for the poor, and without care for those who are oppressed. They do not acknowledge their Creator. They are murderers of children, corrupters of the image of God. They turn away from the needy, oppress the afflicted. They are flatterers of the rich, unjust judges of the poor, and are full of all sins. May you be saved, children, from all these. All right. Beware lest anyone lead you astray from the way of the teaching. Since his teaching would be without God. If you are able to carry the full yoke of the Lord, you will be perfect. But if you are not able, do whatever you can. With regard to food, abstain as much as you can, and from whatever has been offered to idols, abstain completely, for this is to worship dead gods. So that's pretty fair, dude. Like, just don't walk on the way of death, which is literally complete abomination. And like he said, like, if you can take on the full spirit of the Lord, which is the full yoke of the Lord, which will make you perfect, like, that's, God's spirit, like the spirit of the Lord. That's, the base chakra, like, because it's red. And like, the church fathers taught this stuff, man, and their way for receiving communion was so much easier. You just say a prayer over a cup, like, of wine, and like receive it, and like it's the Eucharist. And like they may have looked to other people to do it for them, but like perhaps they all took turns doing it. You know what I mean? Like maybe there was the head of the household that did it or something. Like it didn't have to be a priest at mass. Like it's good, but it's been corrupted in a lot of ways at the same time. And the times that we're coming into, we're not going to be able to have a mass in public, dude. That's just not the way it's going to be. So we need to go back to the church fathers and hear what they had to say when they were oppressed by people and how they did things. So that's my opinion, at least.